This is our motorhome for sale. She's a 1985 Autotrail Apache 2.4 litre 4-berth motorhome. This little video tour I hope will give you some kind of idea as to what we're offering. She's an old girl, but she's a really good van. Taken us all over Europe, all the way down to Pompeii in Italy, and we lived in her for 7 years. She needs a clean, being outdoors all the time, of course. She does need some of the paintwork could perhaps do with a little bit of a tidy. We've got some Autotrail and some Apache nameplates to go on the back of the van, just here and just here. They'll be arriving in a day or two. There is a small defect on the back window here. Part of the frame is cracked. It's been like that since we bought it, but it doesn't affect the functioning of the window, and it's completely watertight. She's got rear crash bars and a tow bar and a ladder, a box up there for the aerial cable, and she's got a reversing camera. She's had a professional repair to the rear back there, all been rebuilt. She's got 3 new tyres and 1 tyre that is about a year old. Thetford toilet cartridge, gas locker complete with gas bottle and a hose for filling up the water. She's got new windscreen wipers. She's got a brand new bonnet, and she's got a newish front bumper, about 2 years old. She has brackets for an awning if you wanted to put an awning on it, but we found that 30 kilos, so that was like, 35 bottles of wine, so we decided that it didn't need an awning, but the brackets are still there if you want to put one on. A fairly newish kitchen window. She's got a rear back locker that gives access under the beds at the back if you want to put your chairs and your tables and things like that in there. She's got a barn door style side door, and if we look inside you might notice that she's got a new cab carpet, and I'll introduce you to the electrical system. She's got a fairly modern electrical setup, a NASA battery meter that monitors how much you're using and the state of charge of your batteries. Standard ZIG panel that you normally find in these motorhomes for on-off, fuses, etc. Although the mains charger does not work. It's been disconnected, and the reason it's been disconnected is we've installed a Sterling AC battery charger. 2 battery level indicators with alarms, and a standard battery measuring meter. The Sterling battery to AC battery charger by Sterling Power Products, just there, that's a 30 amp mains battery charger, plugs into the AC. We also have 12-volt outlet and a fire alarm. Behind the seat here we have a Sterling Power Products battery to battery charger that charges your leisure battery when the motor is running. She has a reversing camera mounted at the back with a screen at the front. a few 12-volt sockets there, alarm system. Let me just zoom in on the mileage so you can see. She's barely running. She's got a radio which works. Okay, and this control here can change the volume at the back of the van, where we've got some speakers at the back, and of course we've got speakers up in the cab for the radio as well. This is a map reading light, so that your travel companion can read a map in the dark. That all works. Sun visors, obviously, curtains, got a little infrared alarm there, probably needs new batteries though. Let's have a look in the wardrobe. The wardrobe has lights that come on automatically when you open the door. There's a safe bolted into the frame of the van. Keys available, of course. It's quite a good size wardrobe. Mirror, and below the mirror a catalytic gas fire. It works and can be seen working, and of course, being a gas appliance, it's a very good idea that you get it checked out before using any gas appliance that you're not familiar with. This is the kitchen area. We've got fold up tops to give you more workspace. With a sink and drainer. The water system does of course work, both hot and cold. We have here a Morco water heater, and if I turn the hot water on full, that should light up automatically, and there it goes, and that heats your water. Turn that off. There we go. Turn it off when not in use. As I mentioned, gas appliances should always be checked out by a qualified person when you're not familiar with them. We've got a fire extinguisher, and we've got a carbon monoxide and smoke alarm. Okay, this is our hob, 2-burner hob. I want to show it to you working. As you can see, it works really well. Both the rings work, as does the grill. Just like that. There we go. The grill works. And we have an oven in here, control knob here, and it has to be lit by holding this little button down here, lighting it. Hold it for a second or two, and then that lights as well. I'll show you that. And there you can see the oven actually working. Switch that off, and it's gone off. Cupboard base comes out and folds up to close up. Underneath you've got a pan cupboard. Got a cutlery drawer just here, and under here a space for a fridge. Now we did have a rather expensive compressor fridge in there, but we took it out and put it in our new van. It's all wired in, ready to go. You can put a 12-volt compressor fridge in, a 12-volt cooler, or a 3-way gas 240-volt 12-volt fridge. Depends on the type of fridge you want in there, really. An opening kitchen window. There we go. And of course it has a blind or an insect net. Cupboards. This is your water tank level gauge. If you're using a three-way fridge, you've got a fan at the back that keeps it cool in a hot environment. You've got water pump here and a few spare switches. This one is for the extractor above the kitchen cooking area. Cupboards here, cupboards here, cupboards here, here, here and here. In this one you've got a amplifier for your television aerial, and your television mounts just here. Aerial lead, power lead. You've also got a computer converter here that will charge your laptop. You can set the voltage that your laptop requires and plug your laptop in for charging. You don't need mains voltage to do that. This is the living area of the van. You can sleep one here, one here. The seats lift up to show a storage area, which I'll show you in a second. You've got a Fiamma turbo crystal vent, which as you can see works. Goes up quite fast, turns down. You can have it going in or out, and you've got a temperature control that switches the fan on and off depending on the temperature in the van. And of course it does move to open and close. You've got LED lights throughout the van, all LED. And this one as well, which is on that switch just there. You've also got an air conditioning unit. Now this is a wonderful piece of kit. It's a 2 kilowatt air conditioning unit. Works really well. I'll show you it working in a moment. Not only is it a cold air conditioning unit, but it also will blow warm air if you're using your van in the winter. You've got an area up here on top of the Luton. Should have a piece of foam in there really for a bed, but we've been using it as storage. Cheap piece of foam in there for a bed will be just nice. And of course a light up there as well, and a vent with an insect net. Up here you've got your MPPT solar charge controller, which controls the power going to your leisure battery from the solar panels on the roof. It also runs your fridge if you wish it to do so, or your fridge will run off battery. I'd like to show you the toilet shower area. We've got a brand new shower tray, all sealed in. Toilet with a new toilet seat. Nobody likes sitting on a second-hand toilet seat. We've got a drop-down sink here. Hot and cold tap. That pulls out to go into the little bracket there for the shower, and goes back in again. To empty, you just lift up the sink top. Got the mirror there, bathroom cabinet mirror, sliding doors, LED lights, and a vent which of course opens and closes with an insect net. Under here you've got a cupboard, and here you've got two drawers that need emptying. Just here you've got a pull-out table. This table pulls out, folds over, and you've got a full table. By removing the cushions, you can lift the seat base up and get under the storage area on both sides. I'll show you that. Here we have the storage area under the seat. It's been insulated because, as I say, we were living in it in the winter. Here you can see the water pump and the water accumulator to smooth out the water pump pressure. You also notice these black cables. These black cables are special anti-frost cables, switched on with this switch. In the winter, if it gets below -1 degree Celsius, the cables turn on. They only consume a small amount of AC power, and they prevent the water system from freezing. We've also got the mains inlet panel here with RCD trips. You've got a jack for jacking up the vehicle, and under this seat, I need to empty that out, there's a storage area here, and that's the locker door from the outside, so you can actually get stuff from the storage area without lifting this up when you're outside. LED lights. Now I've plugged her into the mains, I'd like to show you the air conditioner working. There we go. Air conditioner works really well and brings the temperature down very nicely on a very hot day like it is today. Thank you for looking at our van.